Hey there, everybody on YouTube land. It's Lord Bear 90 coming at you with a brand new video vlog for YouTube. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. Now, you'll notice my room is a lot brighter. That's because I've got 3 light bulbs in my light fixture instead of just 2 like I normally would. So you're going to notice that it's a heck of a lot brighter in here. At least I hope. By the time this video is uploaded, I hope that it comes up a lot brighter. You'll notice I'm not wearing my mohawk like I did in my last video. Well, I mean, I just got it recut where I could do it if I wanted to, but I just don't feel like putting it up right now. Okay, so what's been going on with me since my last video? Well, since my last video, I got my first job. I was earning $9.50 an hour, which was a heck of a good way to start for a first job, if you ask me. But sadly, after 3.5 weeks, they decided to let me go because they weren't satisfied with my work, apparently. I'm not allowed to say where I worked. It's very, very confidential. That's all I can tell you. Let's see, my sister just recently threw a big birthday party for her third child, her youngest child, who's my nephew. He just turned 5 years old this year. And for the first 5 years of his life, he has loved my Transformers collection that you can kind of see behind me over my shoulder here. Yeah, every time he would come over here to the house, he would want to try to play with my toys. Most of them, I don't care if he plays with them because I know he's careful with them. But my more expensive ones, like my Masterpiece Prime and a couple others, I don't let him touch for that reason. But he's never had a Transformer of his own, so I figure he's turning 5 years old. Most Transformers toys are mostly designed for kids at the age of 5 and up. So, originally I was going to get him this figure. This figure right here. You all know who it is. But because it comes with a comic, I wasn't really too sure. But when I went to Kmart and Walmart to try to find one, I couldn't find him, so the one I wound up getting for him was a Cyberverse Beast Hunters Bulkhead. Not only was it because it's cheaper, but because I couldn't find the other guy that I just showed you. And of course, I mean, his birthday was 2 weeks ago. But of course, after his birthday, I just happened to be walking around in the store. I find this guy. And I figure right now he may not want the comic. I haven't read the comic yet, but I'm going to in a little bit. I'm going to actually read it after this video is uploaded, or while I'm uploading this video, rather. What other purchases have I actually recently done? Remember in my birthday video that I said that I was trying to complete my Fall of Cybertron Bruticus? I finally got the son of a gun put together. Complete. Onslaught, Vortex, Blastoff, Swindle, and Brawl. Right here. I've already put him together in like 5 or 6 different combinations. There's I don't know how many different combinations that you can come up with for this guy, but I've managed to come up with at least 5 or 6 of them. Most people don't like this arm right here because they claim that it's too long. It's not too long, people. It's the optical illusion of having to bend Vortex here at the elbow. If you straighten them out, take this gun out. If you straighten them out, from tip to here, tip there, they are the exact same length. This is not too small, and this is not too big. They're the exact same length. They're the exact same size. Get over it, people. And of course, when I was actually surfing around on Big Bad Toy Store a few weeks ago, of course, after I finally get this guy complete, a freaking third-party company comes out with an add-on kit for him. Game-accurate chest piece, game-accurate crotch piece, game-accurate hands, game-accurate feet, a couple of addition pieces for shoulders, and a big, ginormous cannon. And all of this, you can put it together to make some sort of a trailer for Onslaught when he's in truck mode. I'm not buying it. Number one, it's expensive as heck because I looked at the prices on like 3 or 4 different websites. I ain't gonna go into that. Number two, I actually like the figure as it sits. I mean, yeah, his balance is kind of, especially in some of the combinations. If you put this guy as a foot and this guy as a foot, he's okay. If you put these two guys as a feet and these two guys are the arms, that's what he wants to do. He wants to go like that. And I don't like that too much. So I just leave him in his tradition, in his more normal combination. I have recently started writing. I've recently started writing another song. I actually just 2 nights ago wrote my very first guitar solo ever. It's not great. It's still kind of in the works. But whenever I get it completely written, I'm going to then write a song around that at some point, and then upload it here on YouTube for you guys to enjoy, and hopefully you'll like it. One of my other purchases, I apologize if my chair is a bit loud. Of course, I just knocked something over. My PlayStation controller. Anyway, my other most recent purchase, this guy right here, ConstructBot Starscream. Has Hasbro's factory lost its mind with their paint job? Because if you notice, not only is half of Starscream's head painted, he's got blue eyes and an Autobot face. Mitch Santona has the same problem. A couple other reviewers that have reviewed this, they have the same issue. Is the factory doing this on purpose? Or is this some sort of mistake that they're letting slip out where 10, 15 years down the road this costs a crap load of money? What's going on, Hasbro? Aside from that, it's a really neat figure. And despite the fact that all the figures are exactly the same height, I think this is one of Hasbro's most unique ideas ever. Every one of these guys has the exact same body design. The only difference is different heads, different pieces, and different colors. They all transform the exact same way, but they transform into different characters and different vehicles. That is clever, Hasbro. This is a much better step than when you did Creo. I only have 2 Creo Transformers: Optimus, the Deluxe Optimus, and the Deluxe Bumblebee. They're the only 2 Creo figures I ever bought. This is much better than Creo. Yes, you still have to put these guys together, but you only have to put them together one time. unlike Creo, you don't have to take them apart from vehicle mode to robot mode or robot mode to vehicle mode. This guy completely transforms. All of them do. I'm just going to transform him real quick. I'm going to do a review on him probably my next video. I'm not really sure yet. I'm not even sure how long I want this video to run. Most of my videos have been running a very long time here lately, which is kind of unusual for me. On my old account, I would only have my videos run maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes at the most. Because back then, not only was I not a YouTube partner, but I also didn't have where I could have an unlimited video time like I do now. I mean, if I wanted to, I could make this video run 2 or 3 hours before even uploading it if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that because I really don't want to bore you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much him right here in his jet mode. I like this. This is way better than Creo and way better than BTR, Built to Rule. Because Creo and Built to Rule did the exact same thing. You had a base. You had, well, for Built to Rule, you had a base. You had a skeleton like these guys, but it was a brick. And the only way to transform them was to basically make it look more like a brick, and then build the vehicle on top of that brick. And build the robot on top of that. You couldn't transform it from vehicle to robot and back. Creo, the same thing, only you had to put all the pieces together to make one of the 2 modes. That's why I only got 2 of them, because I didn't want to get the bigger sets where there was a lot more pieces. Because I used to play with Legos when I was a kid, and I have been known to lose Lego pieces. So there you go. But these guys are a much better design. They are a much, much bigger improvement over Creo and Built to Rule put together. I mean, yeah, while Creo was a good idea at the time, these guys, much better idea. Because not only do they all transform the same, not only do they all have the same body design, body skeleton, but they all have different unique pieces that go on their body to make them their own unique character. Like this guy, for example, this is Starscream. He's the first one I've got. I didn't get Ironhide yet. I might get him sometime down the road when the prices go down a little bit. But they all have their own unique pieces, their own unique colors. And it's genius. The only issue that I did have... visible head syndrome. The only issue with this guy that I have, like I said, is apparently a factory mistake. A partially painted head, Autobot face, and blue eyes. I don't know what Hasbro's thinking with this guy, but hopefully that issue will be fixed somewhere down the road. Hopefully when they release Thundercracker for retail, because Big Bad Toy Store has Thundercracker on there. Hopefully they fix the issue with him, if they didn't with this guy. And not only that, but for the first time ever, Thundercracker actually looks slightly different. His cockpit for Thundercracker comes out to here. And his wings are not inverted. They're longer, and they actually go this way. They're not inverted like this. They're not inverted like these wings. They actually go the other way, and they're shorter, actually. I said they're longer. They're actually that much shorter compared to this. They're that long compared to how this is. I apologize for my stuttering. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm really bored, and when I get bored, I tend to get kind of hyper, and when I get hyper, I tend to become borderline insane, and when I'm borderline insane, I'm freaking awesome! That's my catchphrase, and it always will be, till the day I die, and join the good Lord above in heaven. Hallelujah. Anyway, sorry for those of you who are watching me who are atheists or have other religions. I do apologize. But anyway, that's really about all I have to say for right now. Like I said, I actually just got this guy today with his comic. Like I said, I haven't read his comic yet. I'm going to read it while this uploads. I may wait till after this uploads to read it, and then I'll do a review on the comic. Because I'm not going to do a review on the comic and this guy at the same time like Optobotomist does. I'm going to do separate reviews. A review of this guy and a review of the comic. I want to, at some point, get the G1 version of this guy. Because on Big Bad Toy Store, they have him for like 30 or 40 bucks. That's probably the cheapest I'm going to get this character's G1 figure. If I decide to get him in the future at all. I'm actually planning on getting Soundwave for Christmas. That's going to be fun. But anyway, that's really about all I've got to say for now. So, Lord Bear 90 signing off for now.